Hello? Sound check. One, two, one, two. Alright, let's go.
Welcome to The Good Life with David, where we talk about the goodness of life without turning a blind eye to the things that make it less good. I appreciate you listening to the podcast, and if you have not yet done so, please follow this podcast wherever you're listening. But this is only available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. Enjoy today's episode. When was the last time someone told you that they are proud of you? When was the last time someone looked at you straight in the eyes and said that they appreciate you? When was the last time you felt valued? Most of the time, we do things that are considered customary, that people will not even bother to say thank you. For instance, washing the dishes, letting other people go first in entrances and exits, or lending your pen to someone. Even though these are common and basic human practices, it would warm anyone's heart to hear an expression of gratitude from random people we offer our assistance to. But these things should not always be rewarded because they should be, I cannot believe that I'm about to use this term, normalized. Nonetheless, hearing thank yous from other people will brighten up someone's day, or at least mine. I personally think that Filipinos are grateful, but there might be a factor that hinders most of us from verbally expressing our gratitude to others. So, what I do is I practice it throughout the day, saying thank you to everyone regardless of the degree of their action or help. In line with that, now that I am working in the BPO industry, I am amazed by how nice and appreciative most people are. Even in the light of their most frustrating experiences, they'd still express their gratitude and acknowledge your help. What I intently want to ask is, how much do you appreciate yourself? In your current progress and in your pace right now, do you think that you deserve a tap on your back, on your shoulder? I mean, regardless, we should always give ourselves a little nod of acknowledgement. We all deserve it. Appreciation of what we do and how we are progressing is extremely vital in our growth. We don't always need to criticize ourselves and our work in order for us to improve. Instead, maybe we also need to validate the progression that we have. It's not only that it would give us an extra boost to keep on pursuing whatever we pursue, but it will also give us a visual of how we have refined ourselves and the things that we do. Working in a BPO company is both sweet and bitter. It's sweet when you're able to resolve an issue and help your customer with their concerns. It's bitter when you have tried everything but still come up with nothing but an apology because you failed to meet their expectations. But I have to admit, one caller made me cry. This was back in my nesting days. She made me cry because when she expressed how grateful she was for the help I gave her words of gratitude and authenticity caught me off guard. Her brand of kindness has been very minimal in my life, particularly. And to experience it so randomly surely made its mark. It happens rarely, but it only took a single occurrence to make me feel and realize even deeper how kindness goes a long way. We often punish ourselves with words and practices that harm our progress solely because we are not satisfied with what we do and where we are. I do that to myself. I'm guilty about that. But while it's okay to stay hungry and committed to our goals, we have to understand that a little compliment will mean no harm to us. Reward yourself for accomplishing your goals and achieving your personal quotas if you have one. And it's not lavish, it's being nice to yourself. Because if the world is cruel to you, you have to be your own friend. I have been working hard since I started a few months ago. Not that I am a corporate slave, I hope I'm not, but I am used to giving my best regardless of how small or big the task is. And right now, I am paid to be good at what I do. And every once in a while, I treat myself with things that I can only imagine having before. And I am rewarding myself not because I have to make myself feel good, but rather I am feeling good. That's why I'm rewarding myself. We may not always get the appreciation that we deserve from others, from our workplaces, our school, or anywhere. But we must make sure to always give it to ourselves. And I believe that self appreciation is a sign of maturity rather than weakness. And I don't want to tell you what to do, but please be nicer to yourself and appreciate your progress. You may not believe me when I say this, but I appreciate your existence. And every one of you who are listening to this podcast, thank you for existing. Also, once we are able to practice this to ourselves, let's pass it forward and make other people's day brighter with a simple act of gratitude and kindness. Anyway, that is it for me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the things that we talked about today. Again, this is The Good Life with David, and I hope you have an abundance of everything good. God bless you. Until next time.